Welcome to this holy instant now. An instant to stop and remember. Remember who and what you truly are, beyond the matrix of fear, lack, and limitation. All that seems to limit you in this world is only an illusion that demands your continued belief and attention in order to have any power over you. Now is your opportunity to let go of whatever stands in the way of your complete awareness of your true and original self. Sit back with your spine upright. Get comfortable and take a deep, slow breath. And as you exhale, release both past and future. Release both memory and imagination, and become fully present in the now. And let's begin. The contemplation with which we begin today's practice is this. What is the ego? The ego is your dream character self and its world, an illusory and fear-based self-identity that arises from the belief in separation from God. It is a self-concept rooted in judgment, guilt, and the pursuit of illusory desires in order to complete itself. The ego is the root and foundation of conflict, suffering, and the illusory self-concept that keeps us from experiencing the love and unity that is our essential nature. The ego is the sign of limited and separated consciousness, born in a body, doomed to suffer and to end its life in death. It is the will that sees the will of God as enemy and takes a form in which it is denied. The ego is the so-called proof that true strength is weak and love is fearful. Life is really death, and what opposes God alone is true. The ego is insane. In fear, it stands beyond the everywhere, apart from all, and in separation from the infinite. In its insanity, it thinks it has become a victor over God Himself, and in its terrible autonomy, it thinks it sees the will of God has been destroyed. It dreams of the subsequent punishment and trembles at the figures in its dreams, its so-called enemies, who seek to murder it before it can ensure its safety by destroying them. The child of God is egoless. What can he know of madness and the death of God when he abides in the infinite Creator? What can he know of sorrow and of suffering when he lives in eternal joy? What can he know of fear and of punishment, of sin and guilt, of hatred and attack, when all there is surrounding him is everlasting peace, forever conflict-free and undisturbed? To know reality is to not partake in the ego and its thoughts, its works, its acts, its laws and its beliefs, its dreams, its hopes, its plans for its salvation, and the cost belief in it entails. By recognizing the ego's illusory nature, forgiving its judgments, and returning to the awareness of our true nature as extensions of God's love and oneness, we lose our interest in the ego and rediscover our true self. And now, take a slow, full, and deep breath in. And as you let it go, open your mind to the contemplation. What is the ego? Allow your mind to relate the ideas you learned to your daily decisions, your goals, your interactions, and the way that you perceive yourself and the world. Take the next minute or so to contemplate this now. And now, take one more deep, slow, and full breath in. And as you exhale slowly, let your mind and body relax. And open your awareness to the idea with which we practice today. Forgiveness lets me know that minds are joined. Forgiveness is the means appointed for perception's ending. Knowledge is restored after perception first is changed and then gives way entirely to what remains forever as its highest reach. Sights and sounds at best can serve but to recall the memory of what lies beyond them all. Forgiveness sweeps away distortions and opens the hidden altar to truth. The light of truth shines into the mind and calls it to return and look within to find what it has vainly sought for outside. For here, and only here, is peace of mind restored, for this is the dwelling place of God Himself. In quiet, may forgiveness wipe away my dreams of separation and of sin. And then let me, Infinite Creator, look within and find your promise of my sinlessness is kept. Your word remains unchanged within my mind. Your love is still abiding in my heart. Forgiveness is the transition from false perception, tainted by judgment and the belief in separation, to the knowledge and full awareness of oneness. Forgiveness reveals that minds are joined, for as I see another, so must I see myself. Therefore, this is the means appointed for the end of dreaming and the awakening to the reality of God. And now, take one more deep, slow, and full breath in, breathing in all of the energy and frequency of your practice, integrating it into your thought system and perception now. And as you exhale slowly, relax and release and allow the integration to take place. And remember to bring this feeling and this awareness with you into the rest of your day. Forgiveness lets me know that minds are joined. Forgiveness is the means appointed for perception's ending. Knowledge is restored after perception first is changed and then gives way entirely to what remains forever as its highest reach. Sights and sounds at best can serve but to recall the memory of what lies beyond them all. Forgiveness sweeps away distortions and opens the hidden altar to truth. The light of truth shines into the mind and calls it to return and look within, to find what it has vainly sought for outside. For here, and only here, is peace of mind restored. For this is the dwelling place of God Himself. Thank you for investing your time and energy into your awakening and the awakening of the world. If you enjoyed this meditation and want to take your awakening journey deeper, join the Beyond the Matrix membership for additional content, community live streams, guided group meditations, and opportunities for one-on-one conversations. Click the join button at the top of this channel to learn more. May you be at peace and know your true self.